They say the mind becomes quieter with age, but perhaps it's not age. It's the soul finally being heard. Imagine sitting alone just before dawn. The house is still. Your body's slower than it once was, but there is a strange beauty in this quiet. What if this calm is not emptiness, but invitation? What if the aches in your joints or the silence in the room aren't reminders of what you've lost, but gentle openings to what you're finally ready to receive? Meditation, at this stage in life, is not just a practice. It's a return, a homecoming to the self we've long forgotten in the noise of years gone by. For so long, we've chased the world outside. We've built careers, raised families, weathered storms both literal and figurative. But now, as the pace of life shifts, a new journey begins, one that leads inward, to landscapes as vast and unexplored as any we've known before. Picture a garden in autumn. The blooms of summer have faded, yes, but there's a richness to the earth now, a depth. The air carries whispers of wisdom on every breeze. This is the season of your life, not an ending, but a ripening. And in this ripening, meditation becomes more than just a way to relax. It becomes a key, unlocking doors within yourself you never knew existed. Dr. Herbert Benson, a pioneer in mind-body medicine, discovered what he called the relaxation response. It's the body's innate ability to enter a state of profound rest and healing. And here's the surprising truth. This ability doesn't diminish with age. If anything, it deepens. Imagine your body as an old, beloved instrument. The strings may have loosened over time, but the music it can produce, that grows richer with every passing year. Meditation is the gentle tuning of that instrument, bringing it back into perfect harmony. Let's try something, shall we? Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Count to 4 as you do. Now exhale gently through your mouth, as if you're blowing out a candle far away. Imagine that breath smoothing out the wrinkles inside your chest, bringing a wave of calm with it. That simple act, that moment of mindful breathing, is the beginning of meditation. It's a return to the core of who you are, beneath the roles you've played and the masks you've worn. You see, after 60, we don't seek truth so much as we begin to remember it. Meditation isn't about learning something new. It's about uncovering what was always there, hidden beneath the noise and bustle of a life fully lived. Think back to when you were a child. Remember that sense of wonder, the ability to be fully present in a moment, to find joy in the simplest things. That child is still within you. Meditation is the gentle awakening of that inner self, that core of pure being that time cannot touch. There's a Buddhist principle called sati, mindfulness. It teaches us that wisdom isn't something we acquire, but something we uncover. Like a mirror slowly being cleared of dust, each meditation practice reveals a little more of our true reflection. The next time you're sipping your morning tea or taking an evening walk, try this whisper to yourself. I am here. That's all. No grand revelations needed. Just a simple acknowledgement of your presence in this moment. Feel how those words resonate in your body, how they anchor you to the now. You might be surprised at how powerful those 3 little words can be. They're a reminder that despite all the changes life brings, despite the passing of years, there's a part of you that remains constant, unchanging, eternally present. In our younger years, stillness often felt like boredom. We'd fidget, reach for distractions, anything to fill the silence. But now stillness becomes a treasure, a luxury that the rush of youth could never appreciate. Meditation gives your soul room to stretch its arms in that quiet, to breathe, to simply be. I want you to try something. Create a stillness space in your home. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Just a corner with a comfortable chair, perhaps a small table for a candle or a meaningful object. Make it a place that invites calm. Each day, spend just a few minutes in this space. No phone, no television, no distractions. Just you and the quiet. At first, your mind might rebel. Years of habit will try to fill that silence with thoughts, worries, to-do lists. That's okay. Observe those thoughts like clouds passing overhead. You don't need to chase them or push them away. Just let them be and return your focus to your breath. Over time, you'll find that this stillness becomes a sanctuary, a place where the noise of the world fades away and you can hear the whispers of your own heart. As you settle into this practice of stillness, you may notice something unexpected. Emotions that you've long pushed aside might start to surface. Grief for loved ones lost, regret for roads not taken, loneliness in a world that often seems to move too fast. These feelings can be uncomfortable, even painful. But I want you to know that this, too, is part of the journey. Meditation isn't about forcing happiness or erasing the difficult parts of life. It's about creating a space where all of your experiences can be acknowledged and held with compassion. When these emotions arise, try this: place your hand gently over your heart. Feel its steady rhythm beneath your palm. Then, softly whisper to yourself, "It's okay. You're safe." Let the tears come if they must. There's no need to judge or analyze. Just be present with whatever arises. This practice is like rain falling on dry earth. At first, the ground might seem too hard, too cracked to receive it, but slowly, gently, the moisture seeps in. It softens the soil, awakens dormant seeds. In the same way, meditation can soften the places within us that have grown hard or numb over the years. Remember, healing doesn't always come through words or explanations. Sometimes, it begins in the spaces between breaths, in the quiet moments when we simply allow ourselves to feel. As we move into our later years, we often become acutely aware of time. The past stretches out behind us, rich with memories and experiences. The future, once seemingly endless, now feels more finite. It's easy to get caught up in regrets about yesterday or anxieties about tomorrow. But meditation gently pulls us back to the present moment. It reminds us that now, this very breath, this heartbeat, is where life truly unfolds. Try this: light a candle and sit before it. Watch the flame without trying to think about it. Notice how it flickers and dances, never exactly the same from one moment to the next. Let each movement of the flame remind you life is not fixed. It's fluid, ever-changing, like a drop of dew on a blade of grass. Here, glistening in the morning light, then gone. Each moment is precious precisely because it's fleeting. Meditation helps us to fully inhabit these moments, to taste their sweetness without clinging to them. As we practice this present moment awareness, we may find our perspective on aging itself begins to shift. Society often portrays getting older as a process of decline, of becoming less. But what if it's actually an invitation to become more patient, more compassionate, more deeply connected to the essence of who we truly are? There's a Zen teaching that encourages us to be like bamboo, strong yet flexible. This wisdom feels particularly relevant as we navigate the later chapters of our lives. Age doesn't have to weaken our spirit. It can refine it like gold in a crucible. Meditation helps us cultivate this spiritual strength. It teaches us to bend with life's changes rather than break against them. When faced with challenges, be they health issues, loss, or the myriad adjustments that come with aging, try this: close your eyes and take a deep breath into your belly. As you exhale, silently repeat to yourself, "I bend, I do not break." Feel the quiet strength in those words, the resilience that comes not from rigidity but from flexibility. Imagine yourself as that bamboo, deeply rooted yet swaying gently in the wind, strong enough to withstand storms, yet supple enough to dance with the breeze. As we near the end of our reflection, I want to touch on something profound: the nature of legacy. For much of our lives, we may have equated legacy with achievement, the career milestones, the material successes, the visible marks we leave on the world. But meditation offers us a different perspective. It suggests that our truest legacy isn't found in what we've done, but in who we've become. The peace we cultivate within ourselves ripples outward, touching the lives of those around us in ways we may never fully know. Each time you sit in meditation, you're not just nurturing your own inner calm. You're cultivating a presence, a way of being, that will remain in the hearts and memories of your loved ones long after you're gone. Try this as a nightly practice. Place your hand over your chest and reflect for a moment. Ask yourself, what part of me do I want to pass on? It might be your kindness, your wisdom, your capacity for love. Let that quality fill your awareness as you drift off to sleep. Imagine your inner peace like a quiet lantern left glowing on a doorstep. Long after the visitor has gone, it continues to offer light and warmth to all who pass by. As our journey together comes to a close, I invite you to consider this. What if the greatest adventure isn't the one that takes you around the world, but the one that leads you gently back to yourself? Tomorrow morning, before the world fully wakes, sit for a moment in stillness. Let the silence speak its ancient language. Let each breath be a homecoming. Allow your soul to be held, not by the weight of the past or the uncertainty of the future, but by the sacred, eternal now. In that quiet, let your mind become like a still lake, clear, untroubled, and in its placid surface, you may just catch a glimpse of the sky, vast, boundless, and full of light. This is the surprising power of meditation after 60. It's not just a practice. It's a returning, a remembering, a rediscovery of the timeless wisdom that has always lived within you. So breathe deeply, dear friend. Settle into the beauty of this moment. And know that with each breath, you're not just growing older. You're growing whole,